In Illinois, the trend that I see right now in prosecuting violent crimes is that they have a lot more cooperation with the federal government, where in the past they kind of tried to stay separate, and each one prosecuted their own violent crime based on their own criteria. Today, in order to combat the unfortunate violence, really senseless violence in Illinois, the feds and the state are working together, and if the criteria fits, then the federal government will prosecute the individual. Usually it will require truly heinous crime, or it would require somebody that allegedly committed the crime to have a very long rap sheet of other violent crimes or gun crimes for the feds to take the case. But also, very recently, the federal government has been going after what they call the violent gangs in Chicago. And they charge them under what we call the RICO conspiracy. What they argue is that these violent gangs are like a corporation, like a company. And that's where the RICO comes in. They say that these violent gangs are organized and they work like a corporation or a company, and they benefit each other by committing crimes and selling drugs. And very recently, the federal government here in Chicago, in the Northern District of Illinois, have indicted quite a few gangs. And they don't have to be large gangs. They can be one street in Chicago that there's a lot of crime in or around that street. And they go and they round up all the young kids from that neighborhood, and they say that they belong to the one specific gang, and they charge them under the RICO conspiracy. And then they charge them with multiple murders, multiple assaults, and attempt murders, and drug crimes. And so now these young kids, who could be anywhere between the age of 19 to 40, are all looking at life in prison. And so that is the trend today in Chicago.